For the next few days, we are going to focus our attention on graphing linear equations. Graphically, what do linear equations make? A straight line. All lines are straight, so all you got to say is a line. Okay, we are going to be graphing lines. Okay, so today we are going to focus on when a linear equation is in standard form. So standard form is a number times x plus a number times y equals a number. Okay, so here's the deal, Joey. Instead of solving the literal equation for y to graph our line, we are going to talk about how to graph this using x and y intercepts. Okay, so I am going to find my football. There it is. Okay. I am going to have Ava stand up. I'm going to have David stand up. Okay, stand up. Okay. And I would like Ava to toss the ball to David. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, what did I just do? Intercepted. I intercepted it. Sorry. You could have mossed me, but you didn't. All right, I intercepted the ball. What did I do? You turned it over. Okay, but what did I do with the ball? You caught it. I caught it, right? It hit me. So when we talk about an x-intercept, what do you think is happening to the line? It's crossing over the x line, the x-axis. Okay? So like if I have a line, then this would be my x-intercept. Okay? Okay. My y-intercept is where our line is doing what?
It's going to the x-intercept.
Okay, where our line is meeting the y-axis. Okay. Now, what's true about any coordinate x comma y? Any coordinate that I decide to plot on the x-axis. What is true about every single one of those green coordinates? What is 0?
0 is y.
Ah, it is some number 0. Okay, the y is 0. Okay. What about any of these coordinates? What do they have in common?
They're all 0. Oh, wait, no, x is 0.
The x is 0 and y is some number. Okay? All right. Just want to lay some groundwork here. Okay. Now, before we start working with lines that have both an x and a y intercept, I want to talk about lines that are vertical and horizontal. Okay? So if I have a horizontal line, then its equation is going to be y equals some number b. Okay? If we look at this line right here, every single coordinate on this line has a y coordinate of b. Okay? So let's pretend b is 6, since apparently those look the same in my handwriting. This would be like 0, 6, 2, 6, 10, comma 6, negative 1, comma 6. All of those have y values of 6. Okay? So if I ask you to graph the line y equals negative 2, let's talk about what that would look like. I want you to draw an x and y axis. Okay, so where's this going to be?
It's going to be on the left.
Here's y equals negative 2, right? So we are going to have a horizontal line through y is negative 2.
I don't get which side is negative.
So up is positive for y, down is negative for y. Okay. Down. Okay. Now, if we have a vertical line, then we have x equals some number. So if we pretend that this is like x equals
Something about
1, this is the coordinate 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 17, 1, negative 5. Every single coordinate has an x value of 1. Okay? So if I ask you to graph x equals 5, let's just pretend. Okay. Then on my xy axis, I'm going to come over here to x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to graph a vertical line. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go to the next page, to page 77, and I want you to do those two graphs at the very bottom. Okay? I want you to do the two graphs at the very bottom. I'm going to go put this on the copy machine, and then when I'm back, we're going to graph. Yeah, it's not very nice for you. Okay, so let's talk about what this graph looks like. Okay, I am looking over Lucas's shoulder, and I see that he has a graph that looks like this for number 1. I'm hearing, yeah. That's a good sign. I like that.
You just called you out.
No, I didn't call her out. I'm excited that you agree with him. It's not a bad thing. Okay, I'm going to look over Zoe's shoulder, and I see that her graph looks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we agree. Okay. All right, now this is what I'm going to have you do before I actually teach you how to do this next part. Okay? I am going to put you into 8 groups. And there's going to be, this is a pink paper at each of these 8 groups. So something a little different. I'm not going to have you use expo markers. You're going to do a pencil. So there's going to be like probably 3 of you in a group. One person is going to be writing with a pencil. But basically you need to fill in anything that's blank. So you're going to fill in this graph and these coordinates, graph and this equation. Just see what you can do, okay? You're going to have to put your heads together, okay? So I am just going to number you off because I don't have my cards ready, and you're going to go to one of the 8 things. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to see what you can do on this pink sheet, okay? Are you writing on the pink sheet? Yes. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go! 3 in each group exactly.
What am I at? 4? I'm at 4, guys. Take 3. Where's 8? Oh, somebody's here. I didn't know you were in this class. Okay, who wants to write? Yeah, he was bringing pencil. Oh, so you're writing.
Okay. Yeah, X3.
X is 3.
Okay, so please do name me as the blank intercept.
You got this.
So look at that first graph to fill in the coordinates. It's okay if it's not completely fixed. We know. We know. Okay. So now,
X is 3.
So 0.
Wait, 0, 4.
oh, I like that you know to put zeros in. Okay.
Wouldn't it be 4?
If you don't have the coordinates or the graph, my hint to you is to get the coordinates first. And number 3, my hint to you is to get coordinates first.
Yeah, we should probably write down the coordinates too. No, it's 0, 4. Yeah, it's 0, 3, 0. Well, the X here has 5, and the one on top 5.
The X is 4. X could be. No, X could be 3. No. Wait, what? Okay, so no, why would
Question for you, how did you get these numbers?
Oh yeah.
Of 3 and negative 1?
Yeah.
So it's going to be
No, 4 and
What would it be for Y?
X.
no.
Take 12.
Yeah.
It's gonna be X plus.
Can you tell me how you got 4 and 3?
We got it from here.
How?
Well, on this
Australia
side,
got
the
2.
5 is connected to an X.
Okay.
It's connected to a Y.
Okay.
I'm actually doubting myself. I think one of these might be a.
Would it be negative 4? Yeah, it's negative 4. Put it there. Because there's a minus here.
But on here, it's a 5 and then it goes to negative.
So hurry up. Chop chop, bro. Yeah, but this is plus. So they're both positive.
Confusing.
X is 4.
That's what's hard.
Because you put that y negative. Because
If
then
you have the y as zero,
Negative.
and you have the
What's wrong, David?
I'm perfectly fine.
Great, now this is gonna be a plus like this. So it's gonna be x plus 2y.
So,
y equals 0.
One second. X plus 2y is gonna be 2.
4 times 0.
Trust me.
That one's on the x axis. So it's going straight up.
No, it's 4 times 3. This, well, minus 0. So that would be
Wait, when it gets to negative 3 and 4,
yeah, because 0 equals 12. That is not.
Wait, no.
Great, now connect them.
X.
Yay!
I know this one's X. Okay, I know this one's right. I just don't see that. 12 minus 0 is 12.
so, wait,
Y like 0. So when it comes to y, I'm y is always in that factor. So if y is on that line here.
It's not going up and down. It's going sideways.
Yeah, no, they're lit. Yeah, you know, you're right.
It's
Maybe you got
4
her
really quick. Because if it's just think
I'm gonna
opposite.
give you one more minute.
This was
No, I was right. What are y'all talking
Okay.
about?
If it's y, you're not going to go sideways.
Hold up. I'm right.
How did you get these numbers?
I
Maybe
told
no, I'm
that's
right.
it.
What's it? What's
It's negative 4.
No, I'm wrong. I am wrong.
I am
Yes.
What do you guys get last time?
We're not supposed to share it.
Trading.
No.
This is 0. This cancels the 4.
All right, I am gonna have you head back to your seat.
And then if you take negative 3 and 4,
My brain is not right. You were still on.
Okay, I heard a lot of really good conversation, which was the goal. Okay? Okay, so when I look around the room, I am seeing a 3 here and a 2 here, and that was like undisputed. Everybody had that. That was easy to pick out, right? We know that this is the coordinate 3, 0, and this is the coordinate 0, 2. Okay? Then when I look around the room, for this one, I see that people plotted 2, 0, and they plotted 0, negative 5, and they tried to draw a straight line, and some people giggled because they couldn't draw a straight line, but it's okay. All right? Those two are fine. The interesting part came here. Okay, so I see, what I noticed when I walked around the room, we automatically threw in these numbers right here. And I think that that's a good place that you started. The interesting thing was the conversations that led to the numbers and how you got the numbers. Okay, so I see most people had a 3 here and a negative 4 here. I want to know how you got those. Okay? Em, how'd you get them?
You looked at the pattern between all the other ones and how they got the
Okay. Em looked at a pattern. Who had a different way? Joey?
Well, my girl goes pattern all the time, but I was trying to tell her that. So the 4 is canceled out, and it's kind of like term.
What? Okay, hold on. Why is the 4 canceled out?
I mean, because 4 times 0.
Okay, so Joey is saying, and this is like the pattern you were trying to figure out why it was a pattern. So Joey is saying, hey, like for the y-intercept, x is 0, right? So when we take 4 times 0, that cancels out. it disappears, right? This is boof, gone, because 4 times 0 is 0. And so now we have y equals -4.
Oh, that's because she did. It's because she did.
Okay, hold on, Joey. Hold on. Okay. So a lot of us knew it needed to be -4, but didn't really know why it needed to be -4. It's -4 because when x is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, and we have -3y equals 12. Yes? Oh, but in this one, y is 0, right? So if we plug 4x minus 3 times 0, if we plug 0 in for y, what happens? 3 times 0 is 0, and now we have 4x equals 12, so x equals 3. So this is the math behind this coordinate, and this is the math behind this coordinate. Okay. So a lot of you are noticing patterns, right?
No idea.
Okay, so now let's talk about this one. 2, 0, and 0, 1. This, right? Okay, so based on, oh, I guess I didn't graph this one, did I? Oh, no. Okay, so based on the lines, some are falling, some are rising. Does this need to have a plus sign or a minus sign in between? This needs to have a plus sign in between. Okay, so then what I noticed is that you are able to figure out that you needed a 2 over here. Why did you know that? Because 2 times 1 is 2? Ah, okay. And then you knew that the 2 needed to be with the y and the 1 needed to be with the x because of these numbers over here. Okay. Okay, so this is harder than anything I'm going to ask you to do. Okay? Wouldn't you rather me go easier than, like, here's this and go harder? Okay. So let's, like, dial it back and go easier. You ready? Okay.
Sure.
So let's talk about this number 6 right here. Okay? We're going to graph this by finding the x and y intercepts. Okay? Now, here's the deal though, people. I gave you examples where there weren't any common factors in the 3 numbers. Here, that's not the case, so we can't just assume 8 and 12 are numbers that we need, okay? We're going to have to do a little bit of math, okay? So how did we figure out the x-intercept? What do we know about the x-intercept always?
It's always going down.
There's a 0 for the y. Okay, so let's do the math. Like Joey said, when we plug the 0, poof, it goes away. I kind of like that. Okay, so when we plug in 0 for y, we're left with -8x equals 24. What does that mean about our x-intercept?
It is a negative.
It's -3. Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's talk about the y-intercept. No matter what y-intercept we have, we know half of the coordinate. What do we know?
0.
We know x is 0. So if I plug in -8 times 0 for x, Negative 8 times 0, poof, it's gone. And we have 12y equals 24. What's our y-intercept? 2. Okay. Now, knowing that 0 times a number is 0, I can say, ooh, negative 8 times 0 means poof, it goes away, and I have 12y equals 24. Knowing that I'm plugging 0 in for y, 0 goes in for y, anything times 0 is 0, poof, it's gone, negative 8x equals 24. Okay? Please graph number 7. Is it just Savannah and Miles that are missing? Thank you. Okay.
Guys, I'm learning. I'm actually learning. This is insane.
Okay. Camden, what's our x-intercept? 2, 0. Is Camden correct? Okay. If we input 0 for y, we get 2x equals 4, so x equals 2. Okay. Our y-intercept. Tinley, 0, what? 0, 4. We have x is 0. 2 times 0 plus y equals 4. So y equals 4. Isn't that great? Okay. This is what we're going to do. I want you to read through number 8. Okay. We have sweatshirts and baseball caps, right? For the school band. $9,000 they want to raise. So here's the $9,000 that they want to raise. Okay? Sweatshirts are $25 and baseball caps are $10. And in total they want to raise $9,000. Okay. So Joey grabbed a calculator. He's going to help us out. If we find our x-intercept, that means we're going to do what? Put what in for what?
We're going to put 0 for y.
Okay, so our x-intercept, 25x plus 10 times 0 equals 9,000. So poof, that's gone. And what is 9,000 divided by 25?
It is 360.
Oh, I was so impressed for a moment that you did that without a calculator. She has an Apple Watch on. Not a cheater, she's using her resources. Okay, our y-intercept means, okay, we're gonna plug 0 in for x.
It's 900.
Poof, it's gone. We have 10y equals 9,000. So our y-intercept is, yes, 900. Okay. So 360, 0 and 0, 900. Okay, so let's interpret what this means. In order to reach their goal of 9,000, what does this mean?
360 sweatshirts, 0 baseball.
Okay, so if they sell 0 baseball caps, they better have 360 sweatshirts sold. If they sell 0 sweatshirts, then they got to sell 900 baseball caps. Okay. So, okay, if I'm going to graph this, should I count by ones?
No. You should count by, for ones, you should count by 300.
Count by hundreds?
300. You should count by 300 is more effective.
Each 150.
So here would be 900 for the y-intercept. 100, 200, 300, 60 would be like here, right? Okay, so any coordinate on this line would represent the number of sweatshirts and baseball caps they would need to sell in order to raise $9,000. Okay. Now, since you're going to have to do some graphing in your homework today, I have put, oh my goodness, you're connecting 2 dots. It's fine.
I love connecting dots.
Thank you. You have a stack of graph paper sheets at your table, 1 for each of you, so that each of you can do your homework. Please grab one.
I have this one thing. It's like connecting